Hey there, welcome back to Let's Suffer Together. I'm Suffer, back with Noita here today, and a huge thank you to the entire community. The 2,000 subscribers to the YouTube channel got off stream before, saw exactly 2,000 subscribers, and the Noita video doing really well. Which is really nice, because again, I love Noita, I like making content for it, and when people enjoy the content, that just makes me happy, you know? So I'm glad you're finding some enjoyment in it. Oh, dear me. He's an aggressive boy earlier, isn't he? You have to use your water if you want a cheap kill. And you get double money as well. Come on, get wet, mate. Get wet. There he is. Now he's going to die really easy. As soon as he gets that water stain on his cape. Apparently these guys have capes. Oh, more HP. Fantastic. So, I'm going to do a bonus video, I suppose, today. I'm going to do two videos today. One for Undermine to say thank you for Undermine and thank you for Noita. Because there's two prominent games in my life at the moment. You know, I think for the people who enjoy the content, because, you know, you're spending your time watching my content, and you might enjoy it. You probably do enjoy it if you're watching. But, you know, for that time you're investing into my channel, that means the world, you know? You could be anywhere in the world. But you're choosing to watch this content when you do. And that means a lot. It means a hell of a lot. Again, I put my heart and soul into this channel. And building on Twitch and YouTube communities around roguelike games, namely Noita and Undermine, but it depends what floats my boat at that very moment, you know? And it's just been phenomenal, the past month especially, with branching out into different content with Undermine. Going back to Enter the Gungeon as well, that's been awesome as well. But Noita, again, is one of those games that the appreciation for Noita content at the moment seems to be at an all-time high. And there doesn't seem to be too much actual, you know, regular run Noita content out there, so I was very pleased to start up this series and actually, you know, provide some of it to you good people, because I enjoy just regular runs. Again, we're just going to have a nice chill run. There's no plan for today. If we find some new things, again, I'll keep in line with the series. I'm going to miss him out. I'm going to let that guy live. For 2,000 followers, you know, I'll be charitable. Not too much, you know. These guys deserve to die. But having mercy is no bad thing. Apart from I lose $10, so... yes. Oh, you see a little spot. Oh, he still got me. Even though I noticed him before he even moved. He still got me. Well, that is a free chest. Right there. I might kick that chest. The way chests work in the game, the exact pixel slot they are in determines what is inside them. So, I have completely changed around what was in this wand now, because I kicked it. So, we get a very nice shotgun triplicate bolt. Do I get rid of my bombs this early? That's a good question. Or, I get rid of Freezing Field. Freezing Field I do like, but it's not all that, you know. It's a little bit basic, and I want to do some, you know. Freezing and kicking enemies has a huge place in the game. But we were freezing yesterday, so I don't want to do two semi-similar things 2 days in a row. Ish. Maybe, I don't know. We shall play it how we feel, you know. Just by how we feel, nothing specific today. But again, just a huge thank you to people who enjoy the game. Because, you know, there's many, many games out there. And I think roguelike games, in general, you know, needs all the support it can get. I think it's not an underappreciated genre. I think it could have more appreciation for the effort that goes into these games and the actual level of sophistication in these games that you actually find if you play them again and again and again. I know it's one of those with a huge replayability factor that impresses me the most, and how they actually eke out that replayability in each of these roguelike games that we've played, or if you've played any of your own. Well, that's there's quite a lot of games, apparently. You know? And that's the problem with today's kind of... Not culture. What's the word? Kind of modern gamer where no one gamer can possibly get to every game and get deep into every single game, especially in a genre like roguelikes. Oh, he shot me in the tits. Always. There's just far too much complexity to these games to kind of get round to them all in a deep and honest way. I want to try and work him out here, but he's not going to bite. Maybe he will. I think he's stuck there. Oh, there he goes. That's fine. I don't care about the money. I just wanted him dead. Because, again, you've seen him before take me out. I'm going to kick this one as well. Just move it about. See what's inside. Oh, cash money. And that really sorts us out for moving forward. Let's get a move on. We want to get the tablet on the right-hand side. We want to get the orb, the extra HP as well, so... We've already picked up a bit of extra HP this time. That is always nice, getting that first HP in the floor. Since they've been made a bit rarer now, I remember back when I first started playing this game, HP wasn't all over the place. Not by any means, but they've certainly tightened up the amount of HP you can find in biomes. Maybe not in the jungle, specifically. You still find a hell of a lot there, but it seems to be a bit more restricted. Which is fine. Is that acceleratanium? It is. We can get a move on. Ah, he bit me in the face. Rude, man. Well, I've got no water, which is a problem. Always a problem. And this guy's a problem. He's not going to give me water. He's actively removing the water. In fact, can I acceleratanium over here? Oh, that's a tough ask. Can I do it, though? We're going to try it. Huh. Yeah, we've done it. Easy peasy. With time to spare. Fantastic. So you don't need to create a bridge as long as you have acceleratanium. And we get some water back here anyway, so we only needed to do it once. We only had to be perfect once. And perfection wasn't even something that was required. You had a bit of leeway there, a bit of tolerance to mess up, to press the levitate a bit too much. But we're fine. All shall be well. We shall get a... We've already got a good one to start off with. Shotgun again. I'm going to try and work away from shotguns. This guy... Pain in the ass. Can I get him in the lava? I know I can. You get in the lava, sir. The problem is, if he gets too close, he'll advance on me. And once I commit to crossing... The thing is, this guy has quite a bit of money. So I don't want to lose that money by shooting him over the pit, where all the money will fall down. But I do have a one that could kill him relatively quick. Yeah, we need to make a bridge very quickly. Just so, for one, we don't lose the money to it going into the lava. And... we don't fall in the lava ourselves. Priority probably to ourselves there, you know? Because this guy's attack isn't that bad, to be honest. Proc him? Oh! Yeah, it's not that bad, but getting close to this guy can be a death sentence. But the money you get from him... And then he's a physical object, you know? You kick him around. He's a football. I do love my footballing in the game. Yeah, I love Accelerate. I love everything about this game, you know? It's so beautiful in so many ways. And it's why I started playing this game. The inherent beauty of it for content creation here on YouTube. And, you know, that with the game being a certain level of complexity, I knew I could chuck my knowledge into the mix. Have a fun time while doing it. Because this game, if anything, is... while it's complicated, it's just got so much personality and so much fun behind it. So many little events that you notice during the run that just have so much charm. Even if it is bad for you personally, you can't deny that the game, in its own aggression, has charm. You know what I mean? All those things, all the enemies have a personality in a way, where you can end up making your own personality for them. They've got a lot of just charm, you know. Oh, he failed. He shot too low. And we've got 1,179 money, so we can move forward. 10 minutes to get to the state, but you've got to remember, we've got this one, so we're going to actually just take everything we have when it concerns shots, individual projectiles, chainsaws. Do we have enough money? Because I might want to perk reroll toxic immunity. I think we get an early toxic because the amount of HP you lose from toxic keeps on increasing. I am also going to fill this with luminous drills because I say this all the time on stream. If you have your main wand and have luminous drills on, it doesn't matter if you dig slowly. If you have luminous drills on your wand and they can activate, you can always dig somewhere. You can always get out by digging, you can always get in by digging. It might take a long time, but you can. We're going to take these chainsaws as well. I'm going to take them off the wand. I'm going to put them in my inventory for now, because I don't have a place for them. I could... I'm going to see how much... Yeah, this could actually do with an extra chainsaw instead of a shot. Just to quicken up the recharge. Yeah, that's fine. And then I've got chainsaws waiting and ready. What you can do as well, just put a chainsaw here. Permanent melee wand that recharges somewhat quick, but I don't need no melee. We don't have melee immunity. We refill the water. Always remember to refill the water, please. Never forget. I am Captain Forgetful. I am Mr. Forgetful, you know, it's just one of those things. Hold on. Why am I dropping this gold wand? Kinda want that. Yeah, that's what I almost forgot. Wonderful. So we move forward. We have bolts as well as our regular shooty wand. We can ditch 2 wands. If you don't have edit, again, I've said this before, you're looking to be able to ditch wands. We had some great conversations today on stream where talking about my trips to Amsterdam and truffles there. Well, I don't think they're legal. I don't think they're illegal as well. So we could actually have a conversation about that. But the times I have, you know, tripped balls, because there's fungus in this game, you know, it was kind of like a parallel subject to my own life, where I kind of ended up getting a psychosomatic response from mushrooms where I just throw up permanently for about a solid 5 hours. It was ridiculous. I don't know how, it was just, you know, constant. But in Amsterdam, again, I've been Amsterdam 3 times in my life. Once with the missus, well, a missus at the time, no longer together. Once with a group of friends, and once on my own. Now, the time I went with my mates, trip balls. It was grand. We had a good time. We ended up... Oh, what did we end up... I think it was Harold and Kumar. We ended up watching in the hostel. It was fucking amazing. But yeah, there was a really weird part with Neil Patrick Harris, where Neil Patrick Harris himself is tripping balls in a car, and we were tripping, and we were watching that scene, and there was a load of unicorns and shit in the background. It was just... It was so messed up watching a film's depiction of tripping balls while you're actually tripping balls. It was very surreal. But on my own, when I went to Amsterdam on my own, did it really cheap, you know, because, you know, I have no problem with spending 20 hours to get to a place I really wanted to be for a nice little 4 or 5 day weekend. Took a coach, 20 quid there, 20 quid back, kind of deal. Got on a hostel. It's essentially just to, you know, lie on, because it was summer as well, just lie in Amsterdam's fields for a few days, chilling, you know, just literally lying down on the grass, enjoying being in that beautiful city. But I ended up getting to know one of the other dudes who was sharing the hostel at the time, and we ended up being like, hey, I want some truffles? Hell yeah, why not? Ended up just sitting in the square of Amsterdam, tripping balls. And it was something I realised I wanted to do that I'd been thinking about for quite a while. Listen to Jefferson Airplane's Black Rabbit. White Rabbit, sorry. I'm thinking about Undermine. There's a character in Undermine called Black Rabbit. But White Rabbit by Jefferson Airplane. Oh, HP. Oh, Tentacle. But we just sat in Amsterdam Square. I gave him an earbud. I had my earbud. Listening to some... Jefferson, I'm a smart person. Yes, to get rid of my tablet, just throw it into the potion I wanted to pick up. Marvellous. Yeah, it was a wonderful time, just sitting in the Amsterdam Square, listening to some great old music. A lot of connotations towards, you know, Alice in Wonderland and tripping balls. Oh, that's cash money around there. But fungals in the jungles in this area, again, very dangerous. But we're doing alright. We're not covering ourselves in disgrace. But luckily, those times I didn't throw up, because it was like... it reminded me of another time where... with the missus, I was with the time. I had a picnic, and we just happened to find some, you know, edible shrooms that were around, you know? And that grew around the place. Just around the place, you know, we kind of actually went on the picnic with the intention to go hunting, because, you know, we are schooled. Do not, I repeat, do not pick up mushrooms off the floor and eat them, ever, unless you are 100% certain. Like, you literally should have expert knowledge in the subject. Or at least professional, you know? At least, you know, never put it down to guesswork or anything like that. Never eat shrooms off the floor expecting to trip. You will fucking die, most likely. Or at least have a very, very bad time. But I think this is where the psychosomatic response came from, of me being sick. Like, truly, properly 6 hours, just bleh. Every time I eat shrooms afterwards. Went for a picnic. And I brought some sausage rolls along, ended up not eating them. I was like, shrooms, we can eat these, yes, of course. Ended up, after the shrooms settled in after about an hour, tripping balls. And then, you know, on my trip, I was like, I've got these sausage rolls, I'm kind of peckish. Oh, shit. Yeah, and I accidentally ate, like, 9 or 10 of the big sausage rolls. Not a good idea. And I ended up, you know, throwing up quite heavily, quite a lot. And I think ever since then, I've thrown up every time I've taken shrooms. Not a good time. But not a bad time either. It's a really weird state. Where it feels like you're purging both your mind and your body. Which again, sometimes you feel like you need. It's a really weird kind of feeling that... You know, because psychedelics have kind of impact on the soul, if you know what I mean. Where it feels like you're kind of cleansing certain parts of you. Like, actually doing that along with the physical cleansing, even though puking up is not cleansing, don't get that mixed up and take that wrong. Extra HP. Hey, I'll take it now. And then we can concentrate on the good stuff. The more, hopefully. We're gonna take this off. I don't need tentacle. Fart technology. We're gonna fart everywhere, and... arrow tech. So we're going to make a real bodge job of a 1. Put a little bit of everything on a 1. See what happens. You know, right. This pushes back the enemy greatly. This is just really accurate. 5 damage, 15 mana. 5 mana, 6 damage. But you've got benefits of each of them. Again, nothing beats the shotgun, even though it's 25%. 25 point mana drain. Yeah. It's fine. It's good. So yeah, eating shrooms never the same after, you know, eating a lot of sausage rolls that one time. And possibly give myself a psychosomatic response that every time I eat shrooms since, blah. But yeah. So when you're tripping on fungus in the game and you're throwing up, I can fully relate to that. Because when you take too much fungus and start tripping balls in this game, you'll notice your little Noita, your little witch character, start throwing up. Quite heavily. Uko, most honorable and noble warrior person. I respect you. We will fight honorably from distance. One fight at a time. You know, you're allowed a shot, I'm allowed a shot. That's a little too close there, man. You might want to calm yourself. You see, honorable. Fair. He understands how this is done. Everybody who's bad at the moment is on fire, so it's fine. You know, I could try and get into this wand. I don't have any bombs because I'm a stupid and haven't put a bomb wand on. I can use this to dig, however. Because it's got the luminous drills and the shotguns dig also. So you see what I mean? About having a luminous drill on your wand, if you can help it. Say you've got a choice between a luminous drill and a chainsaw. Or anything else. Always go to luminous drill. It'll cut through anything eventually. It might take time. But that time is well invested with a luminous drill. Hashtag not sponsored by Luminous Drill Big Corporation. Let's get to it. Let's get in there. I want to see. I think it's going to be a double firing one. It's going to have a double cast. It does. And it's eggs, and it's a trash wand. I'm going to get rid of my initial bomb wand to pick this up. Hey, right. Distraction eggs are good for a reason. They distract the enemy so you can go, wee, that wasn't as wee as I thought. Ah, shit, come on, I'm staggered. I don't want to be staggered. HP, hey. I love HP. I want more of it, all the time. Get some bolts on. Ah, that was a big chunk. That was a big percentage-based chunk. Sirs, PC are so well-trained, you know, to hit you from afar. Like, they are so professional. It's ridiculous. So we're on a pretty basic setup here. There's nothing special about this. And like I said, I just want to go with the flow. This is how most runs, if you run at a regular pace and you're not exploring, will go. You'll find some HP, you'll find some ones here and there. I think it's important to mix it up. Oh, hello. In this type of series, where we show you just regular kind of basic, what I'd consider a basic run, where you're not really too involved in doing all the things, because there is quite a lot to do in the game. When you put it down to it, there's a lot of hidden stuff in the game that you can go hunt out and find. I mean, there's a goddamn dragon fight. It's a big worm, but they call it a dragon. Right, I want to get a sneaky little... Oh, the boop! It worked. Because I want this money. This money is vital to my cause. But their meleeing is kind of ridiculous. Their shots... Right, the problem is, you want to get close to get the goal. They'll melee you. They'll punch you away. If you're at any distance, they'll use a blooper shot to do tremendous damage also. You can't win. Unless, you know, you shoot them properly. And don't rush. But I'm not trying to rush, I'm just trying to not play slow. I want some sort of consistency in my short-term play, if you know what I mean. It's hard to beat... Right, one of the most difficult things in this game is to win quickly without speedrunning, without being a cheesy son of a bitch, without using teleport to skip out massive chunks of the game. Being quick and not building properly will get you killed. Really quite badly. I'm going to switch out that wand. The blood on it, yeah, that'll actually allow me to crit more. It could slow down incoming shots as well, but I've never really used it for that purpose. Is that ice I can just break through and go through? It is. Anything down there would be crushed as well with the falling ice. Yeah, ice is deadly to the enemy. But the fart technology on my wand, the gust of wind, this could be bad. No, it's when there's one HEC, you can normally expect there's another one around as well. But we're fine this time. There is not a group of them, although I could speak too soon. I won that wand, but I don't want to die for it. Oh, what a shot. He picked up the wand, but my shot intercepted him just in time. What is this wand? It's not bad. It's not bad at all. Not good either, though, you know. I'm taking it. I'm being chased by a rat. I like how I managed to kill him, but not... Ooh. Again, he's here. They're just so quick and rapid that if you've... Right. Your reaction time... Oh, he's going to be debilitated by those dudes. Again, this is why it's a distraction wand. Some of these might follow you. If he decides to follow me, they will turn around and... Oh, Safety Snowman. How you doing, brother? Safety Snowman is in the building. We've never died in the presence of a Safety Snowman. That wand up there, I'm not going to get it. I'm just going to go down. I'm going to make a run for it. I think we're doing reasonable for 23 minutes into this place. That's... I'll have a look at those ones properly. I always want to look at this first. An extra life. Right then, we've got a tablet. I'm going to show you today one of the best perks in the game. And I'm glad we can get to this after not knowing what I'm going to be doing for the run, saying thank you, you know, saying blah, 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 blah. We can actually get to some advanced shit. Although it's just new shit, really. That's got a lot of stuff on it that could work well. That wand, it's got a teleport, it's got a drill, it's got a triplicate bolt, it's got a downward bolt. All good things that can be put to use. It's got a crit perk modifier as well. Spell modifier. That's a good wand in general. We can spend all our money. We don't need the perk reroll. That's bad in the sense it takes a long time to recharge, but everything else on it is good. This wand we can rule out, I think. It's just not got enough good stuff on. This, however, it's got water on this. We could drown everything if we really wanted to. I need to try and figure out a way to trick kill everything, but I'm not sure I can. Because I'll need homing. Most likely. But I'll show you what trick blood money does. It's ridiculously powerful. I can start, however, by taking this wand and getting rid of it. Get this wand. In fact, I can start building a better wand here. Yeah, I'll take one of those off. Rocks. Oh, rocks are so... We've had some good times recently on stream with rocks. I won't spoil it, though, because what you can do with them in certain situations is kind of insane. Do I build a water wand? Right, drowning enemies is trick. Trick killing is killing an enemy by accident. Now, you can do that by throwing a tablet, kicking stuff into them. There's a few different ways of trick killing. This is just a good wand all around. I should take... Yeah, we're going to empty this one. Actually, put the double and... That could work. For now. Again, I'm not really too bothered about being super kind of detailed in what I'm doing here. I'm just kind of... Not rushing, but not kind of slowing down either. We have a mist wand. No, we have a mist... Purple slime mist. If I was to put a damage modifier on that actually created damage, I could turn the slime mist into a damaging aura of mistiness. It's good. It's one of the best ways you can build a god wand. So what are we doing? I think I turn this one into this one. Only a marginally bit better on the recharge time. I think we make two separate ones. And just have a drowning wand to cut off enemies, essentially. Right. If I make water like this, and in the Hisi base, enemies have a real bad time traveling through water, unless it's a rat. So, if I want to cause area denial, if I want to deny an enemy movement, I can fill a place with water. I can swim better than they can, essentially. So I can do this into an area, and they will have real hard time traveling through it. And then I can get a better getaway. Water is not to be underestimated, although... In this place specifically, you need to really watch out. Water wand is actually really good. Say you find a place with a lot of toxicant. Or anything like that. Yeah, we're going to move our wands into the correct locations. Right, the problem comes when there's electricity involved. Now, I want to show you trick blood money, which might be possible here. And I'll show you just how much of a problem they have in water, hopefully. You see, they can't move. They're all... Oh, right. If I can kick, throw... Ah! You see, the gold is now red, and he's just being a prick. That gold is red. I healed from that. I healed from that gold. So if I tablet an enemy... Well, attempt to. Let me kick this in him. Let me kick it at him. Oh, he's run away. Coward. Coward. Ooh. What? That isn't considered trick? Ah, that's lies. Let me just take the... Yeah, there it is. You'll see me going from 268 to 271 for a simple trick kill. Now, if you can make a trick wand... You know what I mean? Like, I think, again, I'm pretty damn sure drowning is trick. It's an accident, you know? He's now drowning. Hopefully I won't hit him again. Die, there he is. Trick, blood money. It's a free heal estate. 6 HP, that. The great thing about area deny... Oh, you see that electricity in the water? That's what I was trying to warn you about before. You're going to have to be really careful about that. That you do not get electrocuted. If you shoot lights, lanterns, and anything like that, you could pretty easily electrocute yourself. That looks like a champion's wand. It is. But... Ooh, that... Right. This wand raises a super interesting question I'll get to in a sec. You see, blowing an enemy up, trick, blood money, you get a load of healing. You know how sparse healing in fighting... Well, fighting in biomes, healing is basically non-existent, apart from vampirism, which is kind of bollocks. And you get money as well. And there are ways to make, you know, trick wands. You just need to think about it, you know? And get that thinking cap on. Well, I don't want to be involved in that, dude. I'm just going to flood this area. Make sure he can't do anything bad to me. Again, the enemy shots, projectiles traveling through water slow down so significantly. Oh, dear. Get out of it. That's electric. Yeah, you see that electric course through it then? So I just want to pump a load of water in, you know? It's to my advantage if I just deny them entry through here and work my way around. Or do the same to this sentry. You see, this sentry will have a hard time actually shooting me now because it won't be able to shoot through the water. And then I go the other way. Aerial denial through water is just hilarious. And super effective. I want to get rid of that explosive there. There's more explosive here. I'll kick this one away. No, oh. Yes, just kick it down with me. It's no problem. This guy might just ruin my day. There's trick blood money through there. Let's get some water down. Screw it, why not? It's not going to harm anybody. Saying that, I know what I can do. Because there appears to be 2 ways here. I can make it almost impossible for them to come around. Or just, you know, screw them over. Get that trick blood money. So you see the healing is super effective. You get quite a lot of it, even accidentally in a run. I might acid these folk. Oh, that's beautiful. Oh, the acid is trick. Oh, right. I have answered my own question. This is an amazing one just to find on its own. Right. I will explain to you how this is working and why it's so effective. Ow. You might be figuring it out yourself. Why would a acid wand that has light shot and always cast light shot? Now, light shot removes per shot 23 damage. 23 damage is lost on the projectile. So, what the ball I am shooting is the projectile. But the acid itself, however, isn't the projectile. That is not being held accountable to the always cast. So, while this is an always cast light wand, which makes the projectile weaker, which I was expecting it not to do much, it's getting me trick gold, so it's healing me along the way, and it's hurting me a little bit, but the acid, however, has full power to debilitate the enemy. Also, the acid balls have a major problem in that they travel relatively slow. Having a light shot on it in the first place is really helpful to me. This might anger the gods a little bit. Hopefully it doesn't. So having a light shot in it in the first place, because these shots now fire super fast and quite far. That's awesome. I can't believe I've just randomly found that one. And I can make the problem of this go away by, in the next Holy Mountain, removing the Pentagon. The Pentagon is literally the only problem on this. And now I feel comfortable to move forward with the trick blood money. If this is aciding enemies, making blood money for me, we can heal along the way. This could be the only wand we need. We're gonna get the old perk reroll on the go. There's nothing there. Electricity? That could cause more trick blood money. Bombs materialized. We don't... I promise you, one day I will show you how good bombs materialized can be, but I'm changing. Homing acid? Okay, now we only need this wand. Let me not forget to take that off. Is there any other way I can make this better? I do not think so. I could mist it up. I could put water in it. Huh. Actually, water might not be a bad idea, kind of dilute. You can't dilute the acid, but if there's water about, it means there's less chance of me being an acid in the first place. What I'll do, I'll berserk... I say not berserk myself up, but... Acceleratanium myself up a little bit. I need to know how effective this is going to be against all enemies here. This is... So we actually just fire out constantly, you know? We have so much actual shots of this. This guy is the biggest penis. We just run away instead. In fact, we just run away from this situation. Hopefully we'll get some HP to cover this in a little while, but... no, we go back to our original one. Always have a backup, just in case you get to a biome, and your wand, for some reason, just doesn't have the same effect it did in another biome. For instance, I can't shoot acid through water. Acid always lands on top of water. But I might be able to go back now and try and finish this guy off. You see that little dude up there, the lance thrower? Well, one has a lot of nous about him. He's got a... Ooh, that electricity coursing through. Why? Oh, right. I have an electric bolt on the wand. I nearly died there by accident. You see the static coming off my wand? If I'm in water, that builds up. What I can do, however, is dig with acid. Which is always nice. Although it's a little bit dangerous, obviously. But if I need to get away through, acid is... Oh, this guy can't be hurt by acid. Which is kind of annoying. You know, it's not a perfect one by any means. Why isn't that acid going through? That's kind of lies and deceit and bullshit, if you ask me. All in one nice little package. Are we in... We're going to get some water on us so we don't get combusted here by the fire. I need some trick blood money. Ooh, that might blow up a little bit. That looks scary. You see all that in the distance? That, like, spider dance happening? Someone... Ooh, I need to get over there quickly. Someone's got a tentacle wand. You can't be using tentacle wands without my permission. I can hear it. Oh, it's down there. Let's get some acid down there. We go down this way. Who's got the wand? They killed themselves. That's fantastic. Tentacle wand. I heard it, you know? I just heard it in the distance. I might get rid of this wand. There's nothing on this particular wand apart from the rockets. Ooh. Maybe we could get rid of this one, the water wand. But that's got chainsaws. Nah, this one. I want those tentacles. Is there HP through there? Oh, that's some blood money. I'll get Oh, I could get polyed here. This is such a dangerous area. Coming into the fungals in the jungle. Super painful sometimes. Again, this area is just painful anyway if you... It's so easy for your wand to become semi-redundant to certain enemies. But in a way, we are fine. Oh, that's a new enemy. The new enemy here. Oh, no. No. There's a major problem with that. Oh! Right in the tits. Don't do it. This rain thundercloud is following me about. Right, get some acid down. You see that then? He made that thundercloud. I'm not happy camper. I don't believe I can acid the spiders. But I can't drown them either, I don't think. I think when it comes to liquid and any goop, they just don't care. We have 183 HP though, so while this wand didn't work here, we got through it quite nicely. We didn't need much trick blood money to help us survive. I don't want to drown. We can dig with this one to find an excellent wand here, hopefully. Yeah, it's got possibly good stuff on. I'm gonna take this one instead of the wand I found previously. We've already got tentacles in our inventory right here. Eldritch Portal, I should say. So what? Because I can't take this always cast off, anything I put on this wand, I have to accept has 23 damage removed. You know what I mean? So, yeah. We do, however, now have rockets. Or bombs, or black holes, or whatever we want. I'm not sure. Well, I'm not sure what I want, you know? This happens quite a bit in my Noita ring. I just won't know what I want. You get a multitude of choice. I can't afford it. Can't afford anything. Circle of acid, alright. If you say so. Wand experimenter. We're going to have to go with the PERK lottery and hope something pays off eventually. I could make a black hole one. I don't particularly have room. Right. I've got homing as well, so that is helping on the acid, especially in this floor. When you get more mechanical enemies that stay a bit more static, the problem is we get lancing dudes still in this area. Bounce! Bouncing acid can't help me. Bouncing water, however, would produce a lot of it. Actually, no, we don't water here. Too much electricity. We'll put the fire in. You know, put the fire in. Party bombs. I wanted to keep the rocks. I'm trying to keep a load of different stuff to, you know, demonstrate, have a nice time. But we're seeing party bombs. They're a laugh. They're a riot. These giant splitter bolts, these large splitter bolts, they're nice. They can have a great effect, but they're nothing too special. Rocket. There's only 6 rockets on that, you know? While a black hole, that could get me out of trouble. Especially with the acceleratanium. I could choose, instead of fighting, instead of trying to kill, trying to clear the way, I could run. I could... Noble... Most noble of Ukos. I'm just going to punish him. For standing up there. Hold it! I've got him a bit. Oh dear! Oh shit! Go, 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 go! Right, run! This is what I mean. There's lightning down there as well, and this is a very difficult place if any of your wands aren't up to par. We have no immunities apart from toxic, and there's barely any toxic. That's gonna explode, son! And a big explosion. You see what I mean? Sometimes you're just gonna have to run. Oh yeah, and I can... Nope, not like yesterday. This is tricky. That's a lot of HP down. That's a Nuko again! Jesus Christ. Uko, you bad man. Get me through here. Oh. And that's what I mean. Not everything is going to pay off. The idea of acid ends up becoming quite weak. Not even trick blood money, which... When you come down to a crunch of trying to run, that's a dangerous decision. You know what I mean? You either run... or you stand and fight. I knew me standing and fighting, I didn't have the power in my wands. Simple as. I possibly... I might have been able to make the power in my wands, but I wanted to try and demonstrate that acid a bit more. See how far a certain concept could get us. And I showed you the trick blood money, and the potential it has in a run, where... Again, if you're building a very bespoke kind of trick blood money run, every enemy is giving you healing. If you kill them right. It's got to be trick, though, which essentially means by accident. By tablet throws. It can be from your hand, but it's got to be perceived as an accident in some sense. But, as a nice little extra video today, you know, just to celebrate 2,000 follows for the subscribers, sorry, on the YouTube channel. Just to say thank you. I think it's been a nice little run. Again, Noita, you're going to die a lot. My win ratio, 2,321 deaths, to 125 wins. Although, I think I've got about 175 wins because I messed around with a save file one time, reverted back to an older save file, and I could never get back to the previous. But it's fine. It's not about the wins, it's not about the deaths, it's about having a good time. It's not about flexing, you know? Even though I'm a content creator, it's not about showing my EPing through the amount of wins in a way, you know? Speedrunning, however. Oh, that's a different story. And most of my deaths... most of my deaths come from speedrunning, and the sheer amount of volume of deaths you get from speedrunning this game, trying to get a single victory. You know? You're talking about a ratio of like 1% victory to death ratio. And, hey, you know, I mean, you can't win them all. In these kind of short, nice, contained videos, the chance of death is great. But I'm hoping I'm teaching you something. I'm hoping you're enjoying the content. And just enjoy chilling with me here today. Enjoying this little extra video. I wasn't intending to do a Noita video today, but I figured since yesterday's, you know, people enjoyed it. People got behind it, and hope you continue to get behind the Noita content for the channel. With the Undermine content as well being put out there, to tier list videos, the other mine videos, the Undermine videos, the regular Undermine runs. I really appreciate all your support, guys. I really do. Again, as a person who's dedicated and committed to growing my channel and becoming a more well-rounded entertainer and content creator for roguelike games, and maybe even branch out at some point. Who knows? Again, I've got to start somewhere. I've got to learn many things on this journey, and I'm glad you can come with me on it and sometimes teach me, sometimes I'll teach you something. You know, it's all a big learning exercise where we get to enjoy each other's company for a little while in the day, and I'm glad you're taking the time to chill me here today as well. I am repeating myself like a broken record, so thank you so much, my friends, for all the support you put into the channel, whether it be here on twitch.tv/Let's Suffer Together or on YouTube. Thank you so much, my friends. Again, if you invest time in this channel by watching the content, you are a friend of mine, and especially if you enjoy roguelike games, we've got a lot of common interests, you know? But until the next video, take it easy, take care of yourselves, don't forget to follow, subscribe, all that shit, you know, especially on Twitch. Come check out the live interactive entertainment, where we play a hell of a lot of Noita, enter the dungeon and Undermine. But until next time, my friends, you take it easy, take care of yourselves, and I'll catch up with you in the next video. See you later, guys.